Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and we're replaying our 1979 Mets season using payoff pitch baseball. Let's get the Mets at Braves, game 117. Mets record right now in our replay is 39-77. In reality, it was 49-66. So we're approximately, 10 games under where we should be. The Braves were another last place team. They ended the season 66-94. The Mets were one game shy of losing 100 games in 1979. So we're in Atlanta, Fulton County Stadium. We're gonna get started right away. It's gonna be Craig Swan, the Mets ace, 14-13, 3.29 ERA against Mickey Mailer, 5-11, 5.85 ERA. Now, Mailer is from, I believe it's St. Mary's University in San Antonio, Texas. And we're about to get started. It's Frank Taveras is going to lead it off for the Mets, followed by Alex Trevino, the catcher, batting second, Lee Mazzilli. Batting third in center field. Batting fourth is John Stearns, playing third base. He plays four different positions, kind of a utility catcher. Third base today. A D range, which is not very good, and a one error. One error is pretty good at third base, so he probably didn't commit any errors there. Joe Youngblood in left field, A range in left field, and Jose Cardinal at first base. He's an F range, not very good. Batting seventh is Dan Norman, the right fielder. Not a very good arm. He's an 8 arm, so they'll be running on him. And Doug Flynn, second baseman, batting eighth, and Craig Swan batting ninth. Pitcher hitting card 3. We're right about to start. Here's the pitch to the left-hander, Mickey Mailer. That's 4 range, a range check, 65. Range on the second baseman, and that's Royster. Royster's second baseman is a B range, so the 65 is not going to, that's outside of a hit range, so it's going to be an out. What kind of an out to the second baseman? It's a ground ball out. 4-3. One away. Alex Trevino now. 8. That's a tough 73. It's going to be a fly ball center field. 2 away. And Lee Mazzilli, he's batting right-handed against the lefty Mailer. 5. That's in play 19. In play 19, that's a line drive base hit for Mazzilli. He's on at first. And Mazzilli is always a threat to steal. He had 34 stolen bases, was caught only 12 times. And that's a 4, so he does go. If you look at the steal section right here, it's a 5 or less. He gets the lead. Now, Nolan is not a very good catcher. So, not a very good arm at catcher is what I mean to say. So, I think Mazzilli is a C. And we're going to quickly just remind ourselves of what that is exactly. A C. Okay. A C5 is basically excellent. Excellent chance that Mazzilli steals the base. And we look here where it says stealing on the fast action chart. Guys were asking, how can you be more specific? Can you slow it down when you're showing the fast action? Oh, there's a stealing section. There's a bunt section. There's a defense section. There's a double and a single section. And these are numbers and single digits when you need one of those. I don't use this top section. I roll my dice. You can do it however you want. That's fine. But there's singles, base runner advancement after singles, after doubles. Then there's the defensive section. Hit, if it's a hit, error, and out, and that you work out. And if you're bunting, you just say bunt. You flip a card, and it tells you what type of bunter the guy is, and then if he's successful or not. And then stealing, excellent. It has a drop. That means that the second, let me see. There's a potential for a drop. And I don't remember what that is, so I will look it up real quickly. Right here, look at that. Drop. Roll 1d6. So I'm going to pull a card for that 1d6. If higher than the fielder's E rating, the fielder drops the ball. If the D rating result is equal to or higher than the fielder's E rating, runner is out. Okay, so Mazzilli's running. He's going to steal second. Let's do that first. He's going to steal second. So you just click on Mazzilli, stolen base. Okay, steals second now. Who's covering? Well, that depends on the next batter. He's a righty, so he was at bat. Stearns is at bat when this happens. So the second baseman, Royster, is going to cover. Now let's look at Royster's numbers. Royster is a E rating at second base of 4, right? He's a 4, so we're going to pull a card for a die results. If the number rolled is higher than the fielder's E rating, the fielder drops the ball and the runner is safe. If the D6 result is equal to or higher than the runner's E rating, the runner is out. Okay. So that we're going to roll a die here. So if it's whatever it was, if it's higher than the fielder's rating, the fielder drops the ball, and it is higher, so he drops the ball. Mazzilli's safe with a stolen base. You can't give him an error for that. Now, if let's say he would have lost the ball, that would have rolled out into the outfield, then you could give Pepe Frias an error if Mazzilli would have advanced a base. But it's understood that Mazzilli stole the base. All right, so that was how that works. John Stearns. It's a 9. Ballpark 76. A righty. That's going to be wheelhouse for Stearns against a lefty. 1-19. That ball's out of here. And it's swung on. That's a deep drive to left field. Barry Bonnell to the track, to the wall. Looks up. It's out of here. John Stearns. 2-run home run. Puts the Mets up 2-0 here in the top of the first inning. And let's look and see how many home runs Stearns has on the season. Just click his name, Stearns. And for this season, I don't know that it's added yet. It won't be added. What he's done in this game won't be added till the end of the... So that's going to be the 13th home run. No? Yep, the 13th home run for Stearns. And Stearns, in reality, hit 9 home runs. So Stearns is hitting a few more home runs than he did in actuality. Now here he has 376 at bats. In reality, he had about 476 at bats. So that's a 13th for Stearns on the season, and that puts the Mets up 2-0. And Mickey Mailer wishes he had that pitch back. Joel Youngblood steps into the box, and Mickey Mailer looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Patient 47. Patient 47, that's going to be driven into the gap, and that's one hop off the wall. Playing it and getting it in quickly is Roland, and Youngblood is in with a double. Jose Cardinal, 7. Patient 99. That's a fly ball to left field. Shallow left. Barry Bonnell is there, and he makes the catch, and that retires the side. Mets pick up 2 runs, and we go to the bottom half of the first. 2-0 Mets. Craig Swan, defense 63. Defense 63 goes up to 77, so we're going to pull a card. And it's a 70 now. I'm sorry, it's an error at third base. So this is, who did we say? Stearns is on a third, and he is a 1 error rating. So it's 1-20 is an error. We rolled a 63, so that's not going to be an error. It's going to be a line drive caught by John Stearns, L5. 1 out, Gary Matthews. Defense again, this time it's 55. Time it's 55. We look at the error is going to be on the right fielder. That's Danny Norman out there. Norman's error rating out there is a 1, so that's 1-20 again, and that's going to be line and caught. Dan Norman hit on the screws, but right at the right fielder, Dan Norman, and that's 2 away. And it's 4. It's in play, 75. And that's a fly ball center field, shallow. In comes Mazzilli, and he makes the running catch. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the second. Playing payoff pitch, practically chartless payoff pitch. Beautiful quality cards. You can get every player that they have that played in the season that you choose to the last player with the one at bat. And you get it in the same quality packages. The fringe players are now available in the top quality card stock. Dan Norman, Mickey Mailer, 5 in play, 21, and that's going to be line base hit. Norman is on with a single. I'm going to roll to see if he gets a lead. He needs, nope, he needed a 3 or less. Doug Flynn, that's an 8 tough. A tough 99. Tough 99. Fly ball shallow left. Bonnell waits for it, puts it away. 2 out. And Craig Swan is a C bunter. We're going to bunt. He squares. And that bunts it to the third baseman. Third baseman to the second baseman, covering Royster at first. And moving over to second. 5-4. Runner advances, and that's Dan Norman at second base. And now with 2 outs is Frankie Taveras. It's a 6 tough, a tough 57. And it's going to be an outrange fly ball right field. Right there is Matthews. 3 out. Mets leave 1, score none. We go to bottom half of the second inning here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Bob Horner, he's the MVP of yesterday's game, or this morning's game, if you will. Hit 2 home runs, hit a game-winning home run in the bottom of the 9th to beat the Mets by a score of 7-6. 6 in play, 74. It's a fly ball center field. One away, Dale Murphy. In play 18. Lined base hit. Murphy is on with a single. Will Murphy try to steal? Had 6 stolen bases. He needs a 3 or less. See if he gets his lead. He don't know. Just missed it. Missed it by 1. Joe Nolan, the catcher, left-handed hitting catcher. A tough 60. Tough 60. That's a fly ball left field. Excuse me. 2 out. Barry Bonnell, right-handed batter. Against Swan, it's in play, 81. Fly to center, Mazzilli to his left. Puts it away. Side retired. Go to the top of the third. We're moving along here. Trevino. 9, ballpark, 57. We're looking at a wheelhouse check. And that's going to be a 58. That's going to be an out. Fly ball, deep right field. Back goes Matthews to the track, makes the catch. So Trevino gave it a ride. Lee Mazzilli's 1 for 1. That's a 9. That's ballpark. 91. That's outside of range. So we're going to look at in play. And in play is 14, and that's going to be ground ball up the middle and through. Mazzilli's on with a single. He's going to try to steal. He's got 1 stolen base today already. Nope. Oh, he may get picked off. And this is how this works. Now, Mickey Mailer has a hold of a 7. So from basically 0 to 34, there could be something happening here. 0 to 34 on 2 10-sided dice. We rolled a 45, so runner's back safely. All right, John Stearns. That's a 5 in play. In play 76. And that's a fly ball center field. Right there is Roland Office for out number 2, and it's Joel Youngblood. Youngblood's 1 for 1. He doubled. Tough 79. It's a fly ball again, center field. Roland Office is there, makes the catch, and now retires the side. Pepe Frias leading it off in the bottom of the third. 2-0 Mets. 3 defense 41. We're looking at error second base. Our second baseman, Flynn's error rating. His error rating at second is a 4. A 4, 1 to 33. We rolled a 41, so it's going to be an out. What kind of an out? You look at the out, the second base. Ground ball out, 4-3. One away. All right, it's going to be the pitcher now. Pitcher hitting card 3. Nobody on, 1 out. It's a 7. It's tough, 11, and that's going to be a strikeout. Jerry Royster, who's 0 for 1, a line drive, hit a line drive, but was caught. That's in play 35. And that's popped up to the right side. Second baseman Flynn under it. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Cardinal, Jose Cardinal, who's here with the Mets for a cup of coffee. Norman and Doug Flynn. 11, tough. 16, that's going to be a strikeout. So Cardinal goes down swinging. Defense 28. Look at the card, error center field. Let's see what Roland Office is out there. Error 3. Error 3. And that's 1 to 46. We rolled a 28. What kind of an error to the outfield? It's a 3-base error on Roland Office. Misjudged it. Hit off his glove, rolled to the wall, and hustling around second is Norman. Into third base with a 3-base error is Dan Norman. So it's an error and 3 bases. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Try it again. Error on the center fielder, and then the third base, same error. Wow. So we got a runner at third base, 3-base error. That doesn't happen very often. And it's going to be Doug Flynn. It's going to be a range check, a 10. Uh-oh, this is trouble. It's going to be center fielder's range. Again, the center fielder's range is terrible. It's an F. So that's a 10. That's going to definitely be a hit. And let's see what kind of a hit that's going to be. It's a single, and that's an RBI single for Doug Flynn. A ball that Roland just got a poor jump on. Flynn is on at first. Now Flynn's not going to try to steal. We're going to get a bunt again. So this is how you bunt. Swan is a C bunter, as most pitchers are. Going to look under C. It's a successful sacrifice, 1 to 4. So moving to second is Doug Flynn. And now we have Frankie Taveras. This is deja vu all over the place. Happened last inning. 6, tough. A tough 91. Tough 91, and that's line to shortstop. Caught by Frias. And that retires the side. So Taveras hit it right on the screws, but right at the shortstop, Pepe Frias. Pepe Le Pew Frias. Gary Matthews, a tough 75. Fly ball, Lee Mazzilli, a few steps back, makes the catch. Roland Office. Wait a second. That doesn't make sense. Yep. Roland Office now, he's 0 for 1, he flied out. It's a 9, that's ballpark, 55, a lefty. That's going to be wheelhouse. Wheelhouse against a righty, 1 to 6 is out of here, and that's a 51. And that's a deep drive to left field. Youngblood to the track, makes the catch for out number 2. And Bobby Horner. Tough, 88. Ground ball shortstop. Taveras fires to first, gets Horner. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top half of the 5th inning. Mickey Mailer facing Alex Trevino. Tough 69. That's a ground ball. Second baseman Royster throws out Trevino. Now it's Lee Mazzilli who's 2 for 2. That's range 99. That's going to be an out. Say the third baseman. Line and caught by Horner. Oh, foul ball. Stearns now. Ballpark 0-1. And against a lefty, 1 to 19 is a home run. That's a 25. That's a ball that's driven one hop off the wall. Around first goes Stearns into second base standing with a 2-out double. Stearns homered earlier in the game. He stands at second.